A new inmate had just arrived at the prison. He had a cold, piercing gaze. His 8-pack abs were as clearly defined as if carved by a chisel, and the tattoos covering his body made it clear. This guy was a serious hard case. But the guards weren't about to show him any mercy. They intentionally sprinkled disinfectant powder on his head. As soon as the man entered the cell, a 300-pound sleazy guy sent him a creepy kiss. However, as soon as the guards left, the sound of a fierce fight broke out. The guards couldn't help but smirk, and when they returned, they found the inmates they had carefully placed in the cell already lying unconscious on the floor. The man arrogantly challenged them. However, this prison was filled with tough inmates like him. The next day, Jason went to the cafeteria for his first lunch. A bald man, looking vicious, sat down at his table. Without saying a word, he spat directly into Jason's food. But Jason, not wanting trouble, didn't react. Unexpectedly, a guy appeared right behind him. He loudly revealed the reason for Jason's arrest and imprisonment. His words immediately brought Jason's mind back to that night. That night, when Jason returned home, he found his wife unconscious. As he was about to call for help, a man in black suddenly appeared and knocked him out. When he woke up, his wife had already passed away, and the murder weapon was inexplicably in his hands. Jason was then arrested for his wife's murder. Now, facing the man's provocative challenge, Jason finally lost his patience. He grabbed the plate on the table and fought back. But in the chaos, he was ambushed by the man. Fortunately, the guards arrived just in time, bringing an end to the sudden brawl. The guards then told Jason that he had made a huge mistake because the man he had just fought was the leader of the prison's bald-headed gang. When Jason was taken to the warden's office, Warden Randy surprisingly offered to reduce his sentence. It turned out that before being incarcerated, Jason had been a professional race car driver. Randy wanted to recruit him to participate in the prison's racing competition. Unlike regular races, these prison races were far more brutal, and each event attracted millions of viewers willing to pay to watch, which brought in a fortune for the prison. Recently, however, the top racer, Frank, had died in a car crash. But since Frank had always worn a mask, no one knew his true identity. Randy proposed that Jason take Frank's place in the races. If Jason won just one more race, he would be granted his freedom. Although Jason didn't like being used, he accepted Randy's offer because he wanted to get out of prison as soon as possible and uncover the truth. He was then taken to the prison's car workshop. It was here that Jason met his coach, Winston, and saw Frank's Ford Mustang for the first time. The car was equipped with a V8 engine capable of producing 850 horsepower, and it even had a nitrogen boost system. Its armor was like that of a tank, with bulletproof steel plates covering the entire body and a 6-inch thick steel shield mounted at the rear. In addition to defensive smoke and incendiary grenades, the car was also armed with 2 Gatling guns mounted at the front. With a simple press of a button, the guns could unleash a terrifying 3,000 rounds per minute. Although everything was set up, Winston still cautioned Jason to be careful because his opponents were no pushovers.